Broke the stubborn.
The Fury.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh.
And at the end of that path... Alright, change of
I
plans.
like these
We're
woods.
taking the blade this time. Now, why would we ever do that?
Who's the hell are you?
Because she absolutely destroyed us? She sure did. But what a great way to go. Is it
Contrary.
We
God
lost.
damn it.
I like this path.
Why so glum, Rage Boy? I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air? Look, it was just... The fight was better the first time. And the first time, we had a weapon. Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here. Yeah, you think?
Oh.
Here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one.
Yeah,
That's a
absolutely
good
right.
point. Everything here is a little
I like this path.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
Okay.
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the
We already
end
know what
is what
happens.
happens. Yeah,
It gets
but
unraveled.
is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. Isn't it your job to know things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions.
Can we
It's
kill
my
the
job
narrator
to
and he
guide you
comes
through
back?
your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience, and besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure the contrarian will just say, no, oh, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well see this through.
Good, we're all on the same page.
Fleshy captain.
Yes,
It isn't
is.
long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill.
Trees
You'll
look
find
like
the
hands.
princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
Oh my god, the contrarian. I love him so much. But I was gonna say, you remember how your hands were like all scaly? And
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I'm wondering if this isn't like the first loop wasn't your first loop. It's just your first time remembering.
Yeah, that you've been looping for a while.
And I'm wondering if every loop slowly corrupts you and the world around you.
Could be.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
That's definitely what the outside of this cabin looked like.
But that is how
Yeah.
it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it.
Very
A
fleshy.
viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Yum.
That's horrible. I think it's
That's-
kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
Okay, we found our D&D party.
The only
Pretty
furniture of
much.
note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to Rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it. A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
There's a mirror.
Oh, are we playing a game where we lie to people about things? That sounds fun. I respect and admire all of you, and I'm so happy to be here. What? There's clearly a mirror. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
I'm pretty sure we know what a door and a mirror are.
What are you trying to say exactly? It means you're hallucinating. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Okay.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you?
No, we really
How
don't.
strange. It really is, just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more.
Oh, I like the contrarian.
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from
don't have your
wasting
mouse hovering right
dangerous
there when
amounts
you're
of
clicking.
time.
Don't have your mouse hovering there when you're clicking. Hover it over to the left side. So you don't click on an option that randomly pops up.
Oh.
Left. There you go. Wipe the mirror clean.
Let's wipe
You
it
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
But
We-
I wanted
no
the
knife.
knife.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned. Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly? I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't a fight. It was something worse. I'm something worse now. Why don't you come down and see what you've made of me?
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I want to
Continue
go
down the
back for the
stairs.
knife.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood,
Whoa.
a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess
so what had
stands in
happened
its
was-
center, muscles flayed and bare.
We started
and
off basically
deep,
fighting
draped
rats,
in
and
the
now we're
tattered
here
dress
fighting
of her own
God.
skin.
Basically.
Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It
Ooh.
plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Ooh.
She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction. That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us. We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Sounds about right. Do we want to fight back? Or do we want to apologize to her?
Well, you see, she has an exposed heart that you can just rip out right now.
So fight back?
Look, all I'm saying is, boss, big glowing weak point.
Still unarmed, you charge towards the princess. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Huh. So she is just as much of a victim as you.
True to her word, do not die by her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
He's got a
The
point.
world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep
Click
going.
Click off to the left. There you go.
Okay.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
We definitely need to see the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Uh-oh.
Ignore him. Or the mirror has never scared you.
It's
before.
different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what it is. Oh, what's in it? It's you. Oh. You are alone in the place that is empty. It is quiet here. Get to the cabin. You are at the cabin. You recognize the presence and inhabitability.
Inhabiting the shell.
Thank you.
It is the entity that dwells within the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're the thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you?
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
What is this world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Let her out.
Hmm.
Let her out. Let her out of there. It's up at the top. Up at the top. There you go.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Are you the princess?
I don't think she is. She's not the princess.
I don't think she is either.
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Sometimes it does.
Destroy your own body.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces do we need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay.
I was tempted to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. Yeah.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay.
Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die.